You're welcome to another series. Welcome to another series. Today's series is on project management. If you remember very well, in series 1, we talked about a project in series 1. And in series 2, we're going to be talking about project management. But before we do start, click the subscribe button at the top. Click it now. Click the subscribe button and make sure you like this video. Make sure you like this video. Okay, now what is project management? Again, according to the project management body of knowledge, it describes project management as the application of skills, knowledge, tools, and techniques to a project in order to satisfy stakeholders' needs and expectations. Don't forget, we're still looking at the fundamentals of project management. And we said in series 1 that the project management body of knowledge is actually the one that governs how we look at project management. And they've given us that definition, that project management is defined as application of knowledge, skills, tools, and technique. Now, if you look at that definition, it says knowledge, it says skills, tools, and techniques. You apply the knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to a project activity in order to satisfy stakeholders' needs and expectations. Now, what are the characteristics of project management? Don't forget, project management is now the study. It's now the study of a project. We said that a project, one of the characteristics of a project is that it is unique, it is completed by a team of people. What is the characteristics of project management? The project manager has the knowledge, makes the project unique. The project manager has the skills, which means he is able to lead the project team. The project manager has the knowledge, therefore he is able to utilize the budget. The project manager has the knowledge, therefore, he is able to accurately develop a schedule, time, and understand the risk and the constraints for the project. Okay, that being said, we need to look at the project management process. The project management process is actually grouped into 5 areas. The first step is the initiating step. The second step is the planning step. The next step is executing step, followed by the controlling step, finally the close out step. So this is how it goes. Is the initiating step, the planning, the executing, the controlling, and the closeout step. These 5 steps says that you need to have a knowledge about project, initiating step, planning step, executing step, controlling step, and the closeout step. What happens during the initiating step in a project? At the initiation step, it brings the project to life. Initiating step means that the project, there is now a need. A need has been discovered for a project. For example, if the road is not good, maybe the road to your house is having a problem. The first thing that comes to mind is, how do we solve this problem of a bad road? That brings automatically a project to life. You are going to need a team of people, you are going to need a budget, you are going to need skills, you are going to need time. When do we do this job? If it's raining, when is it going to be dry season where we can fix the road, etc. That is what happens during the initiating step. The initiating steps brings the project to life. It is a realization step that shows that a project is needed to complete this work. And then we go to the planning step. What happens to the planning step? In the planning step, we need to apply project management tools and technique. And After this series, in our next or subsequent series, we are going to discuss the project management tools and techniques. So in the planning step, we are going to look at the work breakdown structures, the budget, the risk, communication plan, stakeholders document, Gantt chart, etc. We're going to look at that. So in the planning step, we're going to develop project management tools which will help you or guide you as a form of your project plan. At the execution step, what do we do during the execution step? We implement the project plan. We supervise, we monitor the progress of the project. And in the controlling step, what do we do during the controlling step? We look out for project quality in the controlling step. We develop checklists, status reporting to report progress, and we analyze our risk in the controlling step. In the closeout step, what do? The project has actually come to an end, and then what do? We hand over the project, which is the final management process in the project management process. Now, that being said, we now know the 5 steps in project management process. It's very important for you to know these 5 steps because these steps really don't change. It is being prescribed this way for us by the project management body of knowledge. Now let's look at another area in the fundamentals of project management, and it talks about the knowledge areas of project management. For you to be successful in managing a project, you need to understand that there are 9 knowledge areas in a project. And these 9 knowledge areas have been given to us again by the project management body of knowledge. What does this 9 knowledge area say? It says that 1, you need to have an idea about human resource management. You need to know as the project manager how to get the right team to actually complete the project. That is the first area. The second area is project procurement management. You need to know how to source for suppliers, how to identify suppliers, how to get the right supplier for the project, which is project procurement management. The third step is you need to be aware of project risk management. You need to have knowledge about risk management. Anything which tends to actually affect your project is a risk. You need to identify them before the project starts. And your ability to identify these risks is a skill which you need to have as a project manager. Another area, which is area number 4, is the project scope management. The scope actually is the magnitude of work. And the scope is everything which is required to complete the project, needs to be there. So therefore, you need to have a knowledge and understanding about the project itself. What is needed and what is not needed. Again, which is number 5, you need to have an idea about project quality management. Quality management is making sure that everything which is required, if I can just read from here about quality, it says, it describes the process required to ensure that the project will satisfy the needs for which it is undertaken. It consists of quality planning, quality assurance, and quality control, which means that everything that helps you to complete the project, buying of materials, the procurement process, you need to make sure that everything is of quality. The materials have SABS approved, South African Bureau of Standards. It's approved and it passes quality mark. Another one there says project communication management. Before the project starts, communication is very important because communication can help the project to either succeed or fail. Therefore, you need to have a project communication plan whereby you identify your stakeholders and you identify how am I going to be communicating with each stakeholder in the project. And then another one that says you need to have an understanding about project time management, scheduling of time. And that will lead us to developing a Gantt chart which shows schedule, which we're going to do in the future on this series. And you need to have another 9 knowledge area is project integration management. I don't know if I've said that before. That says that you need to integrate every part of the project to work together in achieving one purpose. And that will be all. That is the 9 knowledge areas of project management. So in this series, just as a roundup, we've looked at project management definition, the definition of project management, which says it's the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activity in order to satisfy stakeholders' needs and expectations. That is 1. 2, we've looked at the characteristics of project management. And the characteristics of project management is not far different from that of the characteristics of a project. All you need to do is just to add the project manager. So the project manager is responsible for making sure the project is unique, is responsible for making sure that time is properly monitored, is making sure it's responsible for making sure that the budget is properly utilized, etc. We've looked at that. And we've looked at the project management process, the 5 steps in the project management process that says initiating, planning, executing, controlling, and closeout, and we've explained. And we've looked at the 9 knowledge areas of project management. See you in the next series. Make sure you click on the subscription button, subscribe now, like this video, and drop a comment in the comment section if there is any assistance you need. And I'll be more than happy to respond to your questions on the comment section, and then I'll give you ways out. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.